Oh, yeah. Oh my god. Um, do, do, do. All right. Not feeling confident this Premier League game week or MLS. Actually, good luck everyone. Ooh, not good to hear, Sam. Hopefully you can still cook even though you're not confident. Let's see if anything's changed for my teams. Oh, actually, I should probably have a look on here for like set stuff. Let's see if they kind of somewhat agree with what I've got going on. Oh, damn, have they got? Let me check if that essay. Hmm? Oh, they haven't got the. It's not up to date. It's not up to date. There we go. Essay's a bit of a rogue one, I feel like. Oh, me? Yeah, no, 70. Damn. I mean, I do have Saka and Kramaric in one team, but not with this. Damn. Flecken, I feel like Flecken is so wank though. I have Oza in a good team. Damn, maybe I should use thingy then. I've got Matt Sells in there at the moment, just because he's special. You know what I mean? Mosquera, I'm good. Ingwe, Klaus? Maybe we could go Klaus. Not a bad shout. Klaus. Midfielders. Taliso. So Klaus, Taliso, and Flecken are the ones that I should maybe think about. I feel like Oza and Ngoy probably should go in this one, shouldn't they? Right, let's Oza, Ingui, maybe. Yeah, that's probably my best team, isn't it? Hey, thank you, Liam. What a legend. Sorry, let me turn my camera a little bit down so you can see me. Um, Thank you so much, mate. 14 months, crazy. Yeah, I think like honestly, man, anyone that becomes members on the channel, you help my channel out more than you realize. So thank you so much, man. Means the world to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm eternally grateful. Always will be. What a man. What a man. Right, so that's decent. Our options are we could go McGinn. We could go Matt Sells, Hollow. Or we could just go with this, because that's what insiders suggest. I mean, Mosquera, I mean, I'm not going with the Arsenal boys like that, to be honest. I don't mind going Klaus. Then maybe Taliso. Yeah, something like this. Captain. I feel like Cramrich is a better captain though. Yeah, I probably would captain Cramrich. What do you think? I just have more faith in Cramrich, to be honest. Yeah. I don't really have faith in Flecken, but that being said, I don't really have faith in goalkeepers. So, um, part of me does kind of just want to go Sells just because he's got more, like, percentage, so maybe he'll get a slightly better score than Flecken. Flecken's just a bit crap, isn't he? But I guess he's most likely to get a clean sheet. So, yeah, maybe we'll go with that. Morning, mate. Yes, morning. Good morning, mate. Good morning. How did MLS go for you this midweek? Yeah, good, good. Just unfortunate. I was only on the. Well, I guess. No, I'm happy. I'm happy with it. Here it is. So, well, this is the main one. Hit 400, which was nice. Goalkeeper not great, but none of my goalkeepers really were, other than Berkey. Um, all my goalkeepers were a bit of a trap, basically, except Berkey, and he was in a DMP lineup. And did my leaderboard one do well? No. So basically, I had to pick a pick from a bad bunch for goalkeepers. But apart from that, everyone done pretty well. I guess that there was like two bad things and one positive. Two bad things is we got two DMPs. Um, the one positive is that Paselj came off the bench. So yeah, maybe we can get him involved a bit more. But yeah, and weirdly, the funny part is my fifth team scored 309, which is pretty impressive considering that Vasilj was obviously I think it was 10%, if that. Bogush was like 90% or something and didn't even like came off the bench, and then Amiro was 40%. So it was just an absolute mismatch. So the fact that it scored pretty well was quite funny. Um, and this team probably unlucky. Well, just needed Pep to do Pep, usual Pep things, and we probably would have got a bit more essence. But he didn't fancy it, so fair play. I'm just happy we hit the streak. I always will be if we hit the streak. I'm happy with that. You know what I mean? Then my Prem I'll probably come back to, but this is my MLS. Oh, McGlynn's been updated or changed, so I'll probably have to change these teams a bit. But this is probably going to be the top three, and then I'll probably have to change these guys now because McGlynn has been updated. And let me remove my leaderboards. I remember when. I remember when I lost my mind. Here we are. Yeah. So I don't think I'll update them, but we'll see. We'll see. um. Good evening. Hello, Victor. How you doing, mate? Lowen back starting is defo a good thing too. Yeah, great player when he's up and running. Yeah, for sure. I know I said I'd sell the Messi I bought for my streak 5 attempt the other week, but I can't bring myself to do that. Can't do it, man. Lineups for Dynamo? For Dynamo. Let's have a look. For Dynamo. Dynamo Zagreb. There you go, mate. We got Dynamo secured a title and won the cup. Coach said a lot of players will get a chance. Some unexpected DMPs are highly likely. So basically, you're fucked. Probably just pick your favorite Dynamo team then at that point. But yeah, if you want to trust him, go for this. But if I was you, I'd probably just pick your favorite team. because by the sounds of it, it's just going to be a bit of a a risky one no matter what you do. You know what I mean? But good luck, Victor. Ooh, Andrade. I knew Andrade wasn't suspended. I fucking knew it. Tolo's still better. Although saying that, I'm probably going to need to use Andrade for the cap anyway. For the 6%. So is there a way to? Ooh. So is there a way for captains to kick? I know that they want to add it. I don't know if they've added it yet, but I know that they definitely want to add it. Let me see if they've added it. No, not yet. I know that they definitely said they are going to add that though for the, well, maybe not for this one, but for the World Cup I'm pretty sure they will. What was I doing? Oh yeah, MLS. Oh my god, how did I end up there? Press myself sometimes. Right, there we go. In those squads, hello people. Yeah, hello. Yeah, no, anyone in my squad? No, we're not doing teams today, baby. No squads. We're skipping for today. Yeah, coach said 3 or 4 players will rest. Yeah, tough one, Victor. Pick your poison, I guess. It's almost never worth playing players from teams which have already won titles with nothing to play for. Yeah, but Victor is a Dynamo fan, Liam, so he will have all the cards. So he might as well, like, he'll have a full collection of them because he's a fan. That's his club that he supports. So same way that you collect Vancouver and you'll just play Vancouver, even when they've won, you'll still play the Vancouver boys, won't you? Even if they win the title, you'll still play them. Same with Victor with Dynamo, or like with your Bournemouth boys or Man U or whatever. You know what I mean? Still gonna use them, aren't you? Westwood, Velde, Ray Hartel. Oh, one off. Fucking have a break. So probably Chankale. Damn, that is a damn shame. Would we prefer Bogush and Velde or Spearings and Velde? Nah, I think we'd probably go with that because what our other classics are not. Yeah, they're not really. They're not cooking. We don't. Actually, we might have to use win seasons for the last team, or last couple of teams. Don't actually think we have any real classic smashers because McGlynn and Lowen are both pretty cooked, which is not ideal. But hey ho. Right, these two probably Bogush, or Jamie, or ooh. To be fair, all three of them are interesting. um, maybe Stein did get an assist last game, didn't he? Balde, and then yeah, this one is not ideal. Lowen would fit perfectly, but I don't know if he's gonna play. 40%. Not sure about that one, boss. Let's see what they say about McGlynn. Oh. Didn't say anything about McGlynn. Oh. To address the elephant in the room, Jack McGlynn is 40%. Last game we rotated all of our important players out apart from McGlynn. Now they all come back in and McGlynn's turn to sit out this one. He's played 45 on Wednesday, but also needs to remember he's just coming back from his injury. And he got a semi-final in the midweek. Apart from that, I can see everyone else coming back into the lineup, same formation. Okay. So he's very confident that Bogish will play. So perhaps we throw Bogish in here then. I mean that doesn't really matter to be fair. And then let's read what they say about Lowen, because he's kind of like like a big part of our gallery. So, but yeah, just coming back from injury as well, of course. Oh, here we go. Lowen played great in the last six. Oh wait, in the six last night. So it'll be tough to determine whether Durkin slots them back in, pushes lower further up the field, or how Dammit wants to move forward. I expect to rotate this midweek, so going to back up guys with precaution. Okay. So it's not really confident. Okay. So Lowen really could definitely play. McGlynn doesn't really sound like he's going to play, does it? Damn, we've got a lot of 70s and 40s, really. I mean, I could go Elliot. That's kind of like a safe team, I feel like. And then maybe we go a bit risky with the last team, with like a Lowen or something. Although I don't really have like a captain level guy. All of these are they're a bit shit, aren't they? Really, can't lie. Probably would maybe have to give it to Velde. Don't really want to do that, but maybe Tolo. Tolo's kind of been done dirty here. How's he found himself in this squad? I have no idea. Yeah, we'll go with that for now. Maybe there's an update close to deadline with some of our classic cards. Um, yeah, because we kind of need a classic smasher to make that team do anything. But it just is the fifth team in fairness, so not the end of the world. Schulte, maybe Biro or Mudson, probably Biro. Um, Alright, so this one we could go Lumen, Amundsen, Stein, Gutman. Kind of leaning towards Stein, to be honest. Yeah, maybe. You're welcome for the carry yesterday, lads. Don't know how I scored 420 in squads, but I missed it for my personal streaks. That's always the way. Back on streak one now. Oof. Fernando Torres for £2 seems like a certain smash this week. I don't think I have £2 in my wallet, to be honest. Is he a forward? I don't have 7p. Fucking hell, balling out. Nah. Need his end season to be, unless he does have a classic that is a forward. Is it only end seasons? Yeah, only end season. Not really trying to get his midfield card, to be honest. I assume it scores a lot worse. Let me have a look. As a forward, nice. As a midfielder, oh wait, I mean that was that bad. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, not for me. Not for me, my good sir. But thanks for the shout. Appreciate that. If he was a forward, then I probably would have got him. As a midfielder, eh, eh. Probably still will score well as a midfield, but not for me. Yeah, I'll probably go with like that, I guess. Jamie to do something finally? Question mark. Oh, good Biro. Biro. don't need love no more. I've been fine, sipping wine. Alright, we're locked in. I think we'll go something like that. Something like that, unless yeah, one of our classics, or if I guess the only way these drastically change is if Lowen just decides to spawn in or McGlynn, then we squeeze them in, I guess. The great squeeze. I don't really know if I want to lock in like the other teams, to be honest. What would you change though, Liam, if you would change anything? The MLS man. To be honest, there's not. I actually don't really have that lot, because the problem I have is I have just a lot of like 70s or 40s. So these are the guys that are missing out essentially. We've got Gutman, a Mudson. That's basically it. I mean, we could potentially do something where it's like Gutman and Elliot and Captain Elliot. Potentially, could do like that. Or alternatively, we could maybe put like a Mudson risk, given the armband kind of vibe. This goes well with Schulte. Or we could just go Tolo, because it's Tolo. But then Tolo would probably go into like I don't know actually where he would go. McGlynn also came off at half time, I presumed in preparation for this weekend. I'll be honest, I'm 100% swapping Tolo and Rosales. Rosales does not work for the cap, unfortunately. I would do that as well, but then I do not get 6% if I do that. By 1 point as well. Super frustrating. This would be the obvious that's definitely what I would have done as well. But lose 4%, so I'm just praying they get a clean sheet. To be honest, defenders and goalkeepers in MLS are just shit at budget level. I feel like you need to pay the big bucks for the goalkeepers and defenders. But yeah, if only we could just field 5 forwards. You know what I mean? I feel like all the goalkeepers and defenders are just weak for me, other than Tolo. I think Tolo and Zimmerman on his day. Apart from that, all my other defenders are shit. And then goalkeepers, I've got Stuver's good on his day, Berkey's good on his day. The rest are just Schulte has not been really that good this season, but yeah, the rest are not really desirable. Rosales is so up and down. Yeah, I know. Score-wise, I agreed 100%. I'm not even convinced that Kansas fixture helps him. No, I'm not playing him because of the fixture. That's a bit. Well, I guess I have to pick an Austin defender really, and it's mainly just for the 6%. Like, no one else really fits unless I like remove one of the other boys. But I'm really happy. I'm really happy with all the others. You know what I mean? So that means if I want to play this team, then I've only got 49 maximum. No, 48. Sorry, which means I could play this Dessler guy or Biro. So I could either play Mikel Dessler, Biro, or Rosales, and I just feel like you probably give the slight advantage to Rosales. Because I think he played CDM in this game. I think he's moved position now, to be fair to him. Yeah. Played CDM here and got 72. Woeful here. Did he play fullback or CDM? CDM again? Okay, not good. CDM here? No, he played out what? He's just playing it everywhere. For like, he's not even playing in defense, playing in midfield. Where even is he playing it? Oh, it's centre mid. I feel like if he plays centre mid, it doesn't seem too bad. It's just when he goes out wide. Oh, well, yeah, this is still a poor performance, right? Other than the goal, minus 30 AA. It's all just for possession lost, I assume. Yep, possession lost, jewels lost. How do you lose 13 jewels in a game? Jesus Christ. Impressive. But yeah, wonder where he played in there. Here's out wide again. In the middle. Yeah. He's very up and down, isn't he? But I just gotta pray for one weekend and one weekend only he's up. You know what I mean? Well, I say that it's only the second streak, so it's only 380. Like he can have a stinker as long as the rest do well. You just gotta hope that your mids and forwards score 80 plus to carry you through. Yeah, exactly that. I think um I think on both my streak 4 and 5, my keepers didn't keep a clean sheet. Yeah, put those three. Wait, yeah, put of those three, he's the better option. Yeah, yeah, that's what I mean. Out of these three, I mean, yeah, because Dessler's just basically the same, really. He gives the same vibes as Rosales, like just a bit up and down. And Biro, I probably would prefer Biro, but 70% just makes me like a little bit put off. So yeah, go with Rosales and just pray that he does something. And then this second team's good. The only thing I don't like about the second team is Pep playing against Zimmerman. I don't like that. But again, perfectly fit into the cap. I really like Ilioski and Ajida together. Well, definitely Ajida armband I love that. Ilioski I'm not like crazy on, but it's definitely not bad, I would say. I wonder if I don't know. Yeah, so can't really. I feel like yeah. So maybe could put Coelho in here instead, but then I think the problem is if I do that, it kind of like has a big trickle down effect where I have to try and then fit Pep into this team, and this Pep doesn't really fit into here because of the cap, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, and then I have to change someone in this team, and it's just like one big like domino effect. So yeah, I feel like I can just live with Pep playing against Zimmerman. For the sake of the other three teams that would have to get detrimented because of it. Although they're not the most desirable teams, but never know. With how Sorare works, probably the fucking fifth team's gonna score the best anyway, somehow. Does Tolo fit into here? Nope. He's so unlucky, just one over. And then I think Tolo does fit into this one, but no, he doesn't. He's one over again. Oh my god, that is crazy. And yeah, he doesn't fit into this one for sure. Yeah, it's way over. That's a shame. And I feel like if I'm sacrificing any position, it's probably defender, you know what I mean? Because they're all shit anyways. So, stinker. Um, he's not played in defense all season. Oh, really? Nice. Playing left mid, right mid, and centre mid. Damn. Yeah, I think he actually is a left back as well. So he's really just playing everywhere, isn't he? I think he's naturally a left back. Could be wrong, but yeah, yeah, naturally a left back. But since he's moved to Austin, they've been playing him a more advanced role. But at Minnesota, he was a left back. So a bit all over the place, to be honest. a bit all over the place. Okay. Okay, so unless anything changes with basically Lowen and yeah, Lowen and Miglin are the game changers really. The rest of them not too bothered by. Newcastle. Well, first things first. I'm going to my first Newcastle match this season, and obviously a massive thank you to Sorare for giving me the tickets. Super excited for that. Thankfully, yeah, Sorare have given me 4 tickets to go and watch this game. So hopefully I can get one of these teams right. um, Looks like they put Waltmade in there now. Sula, Barnes, yeah. 2 in midfield, I'm not too sure about that, but maybe they try something new. It would be Waltmade through the middle though, of course. No Joel Linton. Ooh, why's that? Joel Linton questionable. Ooh, that does. Yeah, I think if Joel Linton doesn't play, then Waltmade will play. Interesting. I should probably Oh god. I hate it here. I should probably, if I was playing it smart, like I want to put this team out. I want to put this team out, but if I was being smart, I probably would do Botman instead of Hall, and then Captain Pope. Honestly, that probably would be a smart thing to do, but I want to play this team, you know what I mean? So I'm not really sure. I'm stuck between want and, I'm stuck between my heart and my brain. My heart tells me to do this team. My brain tells me to put Botman in and Captain Pope. Oh my god. Oh that should be sick. Hopefully you see a win. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so as well. I'm gonna try and put I haven't done a vlog in over a year on the channel. So I thought what better time to try and do another vlog than a little match day one. But that being said, my phone is literally cooked. My phone is so cooked. So I'll try to do one, but it might not. It might not really work, but we'll see. But yeah, should be sick. Should be sick regardless. If you built them like 2 days ago, he would have to. He would have to before. If you built them like 2 days ago, he would have two before his 100 updated his Elton. Okay. I put my MLS in the Discord. Okay. Um. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Shriek. Oh, actually, let me. You know what? I'm gonna just do. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna do yours, Liam, and then look at what you've done after. Let me just spam in these Newcastle teams first. Sandro Tonali. Um, Maybe. Alright. Is that? No, this is not. Ah. Um. There we go. That's better. Then what other end seasons do we have left? We have another Lewis Hall. Sandro. Voltamare, Voltamare. Ole, ole, ole. And then Jakob. Voltamare. Should we give Walt made the armband? Sure. Sure. Voltamare. Ole, ole, ole. Voltamare, Voltamare. Do 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 do. Choo choo choo. Sure. Alexander Isaac. This would have been a God Squad last season. Alright, let's have a look, Liam. Liam Real. I was at the Southampton playoff semi-final the other day, but can't go to the final at Wembley because I leave for a holiday the same day. Ah, that's if they don't get booted out. Yeah. Oh yeah, tell me the I haven't really read into it. I know it's because of like a Spygate situation or whatever. Um, is it something to do with them spying on the other team training? I haven't really read into it, I'll be honest. But that's what I assume it is. Holy fuck. You've got so many goal. I'm just going to keep it in season. Keep it in season. And then I'll do classic at the end. It's got San Diego. Ooh, Thomas, super desirable. Pretty decent for Matt Turner as well. I think I would slightly edge Thomas though. Sinclair, definitely not bad either, to be honest. Not great for him. Okay for the Whitecaps. Not great for Drake. Okay, so for me, I would actually say these are your top three. I would say Thomas is your best, Turner's your second best, St. Clair's your third best, probably Whitecaps fourth best, San Diego fifth best, and then maybe Drake or someone. Pick your poison with sixth, I guess. Um, Defenders. Oh, he's been good, isn't he? Well, not this midweek, but he's been good generally speaking. Laborda, pretty good. Campo, Reagan, Tate, Jefferson, Alex. I feel like Alex is always. I feel like Alex is always there or thereabouts. I would. Oh, yeah, I'd put definitely Alex. Sorry, what am I even thinking? Alex in your best team with Thomas for sure. Duel probably goes nicely with the San Diego man. Probably the border with your Whitecaps goalkeeper. Anthony with your Minnesota man. Then who are we missing out on? I feel like the defenders go pretty nicely with the order of the goalkeepers. Oh yeah, Matt Turner, New England defender. Or to be fair, you could just go different. Like, yeah, because all the rest have really like partners except Matt Turner, really, right? Or unless there's a New England man here that I'm missing. Yeah, you don't have the 'cause he's too expensive, the New England man, isn't he? So you probably go with a Vancouver guy. Probably go with a Vancouver guy to go with the New England goalkeeper, I would assume. Regulon, not completely arse, I guess. Bombino, good one. Yeah, so out of the defenders, I'm thinking you're probably going to be using Bombino. Yeah, probably using Bombino. You're probably using Tristan. You're probably using Dua. You're probably definitely using Alex. Probably using Reagan as well. Probably using Reagan with the New England man, I guess. Maybe Laborda in there as well. Anthony, you got really good options to be fair. Plenty of defenders to pick from. Obviously, Avanda's probably in the best team, although Berhalter is super desirable. The pool's been very good as well against Portland as well. Is nice. I still don't think I would put DePaul ahead of these guys though. I still, in my mind, I know DePaul has a better fixture, and I know he has been very good recently, but I still don't put him on the same level as Evander and Berhalter, despite the fixture. Roldan is always good as well, but yeah, I think for me, Evander's probably one, Berhalter's probably two, Roldan probably three, DePaul probably four, but Roldan and DePaul probably like the same level in my mind. Same with Berhalter and Evander. I feel like they're same level. Like this is like your tier ones, Berhalter, Evander. Your tier twos are like DePaul, Roldan. Then tier threes are probably, well, I guess Royce is kind of, he's probably a tier three purely on the basis that you never really know when he's going to start. Kubas is probably tier three as well. I'd probably put him similar level to Royce. Pereira probably tier three. Maybe you throw Triantis in probably tier four. And then I wouldn't really go near many others. Maybe Badwell, not really. Yeah, so yeah, midfielders are decent, but a lot of uncertainties in there. You're probably not using double midfielders in any lineups or put it like that, unless you've got classics that are midfielders, obviously. But yeah, so I'd probably go Evander, Berhalter, Roldan, DePaul, and then maybe Kubas or Pereira. If it was me, if you want to take the Royce risk, then go for it. But I probably wouldn't myself. Then, ooh, Denke, who are they playing? San Diego's not a bad game. Muller's always nice. Peck is always nice. Luca Langoni. Ferreira. Chanclay. Pansil. Yeah, I think for me, Peck will basically, the only player that I would ever see near Peck's level for these in seasons would be Muller, and that is fixture dependent. Like I'd need Peck to have a really bad game and Muller to have a really good one. That being said, it's not a great game for Peck. It's it's a pretty good game for Muller, but not an insane one. So I probably would still say Peck number one, Muller probably number two, but it's kind of risky though. Maybe you don't want to risk that. Denke's Denke three, Paintsil four, probably Ferreira's probably five, like sort of tier five range. Same with Chang, and then probably everyone else. But Chanclay, you could definitely use a Chanclay. Could definitely use a White if you wanted, but I probably wouldn't go near too many other. Maybe Yaboa, but I'm not crazy on that. So Yaboa, Chanclay, and White are all like if you have to kind of vibes. Paintsil, Paintsil and Ferreira are like slight step above. Like you don't mind too much using them, and then Peck, Denke, and Muller are more like, okay, yeah, bit better teams for sure. And then last but not least, we'll run through classics, see what you've got. Messi, yep, probably captain in the best team. Ooh, Fofana goes perfectly with your New England goalkeeper, so it makes sense. Although saying that, I don't know if you would want to waste a classic position on a defender, but yeah, you could do. I mean, defenders are pretty hard to come by. Hill is obviously fantastic as well. Probably in your, I probably, yeah, I guess maybe you would put him with Turner. Hill, yeah, probably captains the third team. Drea, yeah, probably captains the fourth team. Zinkernagel, mm, oh, Espinosa's challenging, but probably not. Oh, is his forward scoring better than his midfielder? No, his forward is a lot better. Yeah, I probably would say Zinkernagel is your. Yeah, so Messi, your best. I think Hill is your second best, but it makes sense to put Fofana in there with the goalkeeper. Then Hill, then Drea, then Zinkernagel. And I think, yeah, for leaderboards, maybe you throw Espinosa in there. Maybe Rusnak. Maybe I would prefer Rusnak over Espinosa. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. That's a tough one. They're on par. Maybe if you needed like, maybe if Espinosa gave you 6%, you'd probably go with him. You know what I mean? Quite a hard one to pick from them too. All right, nice. Let's see what you actually done. um, so annoying. Bournemouth game is Wednesday too. Yeah, they send an intern up there to record them training on his phone. But let's be real, that's not why they lost the game. Yeah, nah, it'll just be an excuse, won't it? Yeah. I mean, I do understand it though. It could be that is super annoying. Would I be able to get a lineup advice? Thinking of doing the MLS Arena for the first time alongside streaks? Yes. Yeah, I can do Bishop. Let me know your user. Middlesbrough should have won first leg after. Yes, yeah, true. Missing some sitters. Yep. Thing thing MLS is you only need 5 defenders because no madman is using double defense in the MLS. That is very true. Except that one of my squads is double defense, so fuck you. Yeah, Royce is so frustrating. Hardly ever use him because he's always 6%. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I would not own a Royce. It's just frustrating. I don't think I'm ever getting a 6% again with my cards. Yeah, that's true actually. Bishop, I don't have many cards on Future Hope and Praying. Okay, Madman confirmed. Well, I mean, I don't really have a choice to be honest. So, but yeah, I'll take that Madman status. um, we've got. Wait, oh, this is okay. That's rare. That really threw me off there. I was like, what the fuck have you done that? But yeah, nice. Yeah, nice. Very nice rare team. Didn't look at your rares, but okay. So Messi captain and first team. DePaul to go with him makes sense. But how through? Yeah, crazy. Yep, agreed. Agreed. Maybe the only debate is which is the one we're leaving out here. It's the. Let me just remind myself of the midfield. Roldan, wasn't it? Yeah, Roldan's missing out, but oh, got Vander as well. Damn, forgot about Vander. Vander or DePaul? I guess DePaul goes nicely with Messi, but I still think I'd prefer Vander if it was me. Yeah, I think DePaul does go nicely with Messi, but I think if it was me, I'd put a Vander, and that is a god squad. But fair play. Evander's in the second team anyway. Goes nicely with Denki. Makes sense. I think aesthetically this is nicer, but um I guess you do lose out on a. No, you could captain heal in this one. Just put the ball there. Yeah. Yeah, I think this looks nicer, but I think Evander is better. And then yeah, the pool for me would go in this one, and I'd probably captain heal. But yeah, looks nice. Okay, that's team 5. That makes sense. Team 3, nice. They go well together. Although I feel like you definitely Thomas Turner. Let me have a look. What goalkeeper are we? What did I say? I said Thomas Turner. Oh yeah, I said Sinclair, didn't I? Yeah, because I think San Diego, like they just concede a lot. I know Sinclair's been awful. I guess that's the problem with Sinclair is he needs a clean sheet basically. Yeah, I guess goalkeeper is a goalkeeper at the end of the day, but hmm, interesting. Not completely sold on the defense, but yeah, Drea, nice. Yeah, I agree with the outfielders. Not completely sold on the defense, but I guess that is MLS for you. And then very yeah, like I think this defense is better to be honest. I think if it was me, I'd probably I'd swap that teams for like I'd put team 4 defense in team 3. But yeah, apart from that, very nice. Peck has probably been done a little bit dirty as well, to be honest. Yeah, I feel like I'd be putting Peck in the 3rd team as well instead of Ferreira. Yeah. And then the 5th team. Again, I think if I'm being hypercritical here. I feel like Team 5 is always just Team 5, but I would probably put Royce in here because if you're going to take the Muller risk, might as well throw Royce in there as well, you know what I mean? Instead of like this guy who's. I mean, maybe he does score decent. I feel like he just doesn't score that well. But let me have a look. Let me educate myself. Oh, damn. You went on a. Yeah, well, yeah. See, to me this isn't desirable, but if you don't mind players like this, then I guess go for it. But I just don't like players that are so heavily reliant on decisives to do well. That's why I just don't like players like that. But hopefully he does. Well, if he gets the decisive, then it doesn't really matter, does it? Whereas Royce, feel like, to be fair, yeah, he is getting a few decisives to prop up the scores, but like even without the decisives, I feel like these are decent scores. You know, like 40 odd, like 17 AA, pretty good. 20 AA. How much AA are we getting here? 11. Not much in that one, but that's off the bench. Damn, 2 decisives off the bench. AA, 24 AA. Yeah, I just prefer players that are just gonna get AA basically, and then the decisives I see as like a bonus. So, but yeah. Anyway, um, interesting, Liam. I think we would stack it a little bit differently, but I mean, ultimately, I think we would use the same. We use the same players, just ordered. I think we use the same players. We use the same captains, just slightly stacked in different orders. Which, yeah, we'll see how you get on. See how you get on. Let me know. Any beers slash vodka tonight? Um, um, actually, maybe, yeah, maybe Finn. Uh, yeah, maybe actually. Um, yeah, you have to let me know. Yeah, I'll message you later. And let you know. But yeah, I think I should be able to chill for a bit, to be honest. Not too late though, because last night was too late for me. I'm so tired now. But yeah, I'll message you later. Um, yeah, I think I might have been swayed by the looks. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Hey, sometimes you go with the aesthetically pleasing look, and I respect that. Yeah, the Miami fixture is obviously 100% better than Cincy, but Miami are just a mess at the back. Very true. But I would also agree that so are San Diego. Hence why I would swap the white caps and San Diego boys. I think I did peck dirty because LA annoy me so much midweek losing to Kansas, so I might have done it in rage. Very valid as well. Very valid. Very good shout on the Royce risk. He's currently not even in the lineup, but could shove him in with Muller, to be fair. Yeah, I just feel like if it was me personally, I think if you're going to take the Muller risk, you might as well. Because that team's either going to be cooked or it's not, you know what I mean? Because you imagine in a world where Royce and Muller start, all of a sudden this team's actually looking very, very good. But in a world, like, you know what I mean? Assuming, I guess when you get onto like Team 5, you just have to take like you have to take a bit of hope in with it. And it's like if all of these start, would be nice, obviously. But if all of these start with Royce instead of the Inter Miami man, you'd rather have that team, wouldn't you? So yeah, that's why I think I would personally just take the Royce risk and pray that he starts. If he starts, then you've got a decent little squad. If he doesn't, then you're cooked. But that team's pretty cooked, anyways. So yeah, I feel like I do agree with the DePaul Evander swap. I did it for the aesthetics. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah. I think Evander is just better than DePaul, isn't he? Like, I feel like there's not a crazy amount in it though. Like I saying, like that's no disrespect to what DePaul's been doing this season because he's been pretty fucking good. But like, I just feel like if we're putting them in tiers, I don't think you can put them in the same tier. Like, I feel like DePaul's just one tier below Evander. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like they're so like for me, it's the same with the Muller and was it Peck that we were talking about? Yeah, same with Muller and Peck. Like, it would have to be DePaul would have to have an insanely good fixture, and Evander would have to have a really poor fixture for them to sort of be like a similar level in my eyes. Whereas I feel like Evander's fixture's not completely terrible. Do you know what I mean? My gut always thinks DePaul is slightly safer choice, but less likely to get you that 65 plus. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I think DePaul, and DePaul could score better than Evander this weekend by all means. But I think if we're taking general like 10 matches, for example, I'm backing Evander to get the better score more times out of 10 than DePaul, if that makes sense. But I don't think it's crazy. Like, I don't think it's like a crazy difference. Like, I would say out of the 10, maybe like Evander gets 6 of them, whilst DePaul gets 4. Like, I feel like it's pretty close, but Evander slight edge. Um, how's it going? Hello, Chris. Missed out on an extra streak reward by 3 points with a DMP. Not taking any risks. Lowest is 70% this time. Well, Chris, I will tell you for free, having played Sorare for a little while now, 70% is still a risk, my good friend. It's basically 90. 90 is barely any risk. Anything lower than 90 is a risk. I'll tell you that for free. Um, if you actually watch them play, they're not even on the same level. I have no idea how the pool keeps scoring so high when he walks 90% of the time, never tracks his man either. DePaul has that European League aura. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That is the difference, isn't it? Evander will be going for it. Whereas DePaul, yeah, I mean, yeah, hey, if you're taking Atletico Madrid DePaul, that's a different story. Like that's someone that's gonna be locked in. You know what I mean? But he's probably just he's retirement home. You know what I mean? But it's still good. That's what I mean. That goes to show like retirement home DePaul is not a million miles off of Ander. It shows you the level of MLS. You know what I mean? It's not as high as I mean we know that anyway. But yeah, the levels in the MLS are drastically lower than European leagues, and we all know that realistically. So yeah. Anyway, Brad Stuvart, great fixture this game week, Mr. Bishop. Then we've got Brady, decent, not crazy though. We've got Collodi, not great really. Bond, not that great, but he's at home, so slight upside. Luca, kind of a bit of a 50-50. Sean, not bad actually, not bad. So I'd say Brad is definitely your best goalkeeper this game week. I would then probably say Sean is your second best goalkeeper this week. Third best keeper is probably. Third best is probably Brady. Fourth best is Bond. Fifth best is probably Luca. And then sixth best is Collodi, in my opinion. Then defenders hopefully go quite nicely with the corresponding goalkeepers. So hopefully you've got Andrade to go with Bond. Oh, we haven't really got matching defenders, which is interesting. So maybe we'll have to do this a bit differently. Ajiman is definitely nice. Muniz, okay. Not gonna play. Not really. Not really. Gutman's okay. Zimmerman's decent as well. So Ajiman in your best team. Muni in your second best team. Third best team. I feel like at that point, so these two in the two best team, at that point, Andrade goes with Bond, wherever you've put Bond. Zimmerman's probably in your third best team, assuming Bond is not in that one. Then Gutman is in your fourth best team. Well, the last team that you haven't got, and then I don't think you have another goalkeeper, defender, unless yeah, we have a classic, which we'll do. Well, no, you don't have a classic because the classics are showing anyways. He'll probably captains your best team. Pep goes maybe in the best team as well. We'll wait and see with that, but we'll leave we'll do classics at the end because it's just easier to do it that way. I feel like. So Pep and Coelho, great picks. Bassett's been really good as well. Leroy, kind of like decent as well, but not quite on the level. I'd say so far these are Pep is tier one, Coelho is tier two, Bassett and Bassett's probably tier three. Honestly, in kind of, I'm doing that, not saying that they're that bad, but compared relative to the gallery, I would say these three are all levels above your other players. Oh, but I didn't even see Ajita. Wow, actually no, take that back. Jamie's not bad either, but okay, take that back. Take that back. Sorry, I did not see Ajita there. So we've got. I would still probably say Pep is your best midfielder. Then tier 2 is Ajida and Coella. Tier 3 is Bassett, Jamie, and probably Leroy. Tier 4 is probably Tillman, and then the rest. In my eyes, like these guys are not crazy. Like they're okay, but probably sort of not quite Tillman level. But yeah, very nice midfielders. Definitely a step up from the defenders. And then we've got the GOAT, Zinkernagel. Zaloy's not bad. Gilavogi, not too bad either. We've had a look at him. Velde, pretty good, but bad fixture. Ingevartsen, not bad. Langoni, okay. So obviously Zinkernagel, yeah, walks into the first team. So probably your first team, in my opinion, like your best team, is going to be Brad Stuver, Morrison, Ajiman, Pep Beal, Zinkernagel, and then Colosseum, Hill, and I'll probably captain Colosseum. Then your second best team is probably going to be Sean Johnson, Daniel Mooney, Ajita, um, probably Velde. Yeah, I would say Velde. And oh, actually, would I say Velde? Actually, no. I would take out Velde. I would put a classic in forward. And I'd put. I'd probably put Bawanga and pray he does well. To be honest, yeah, I'd put Bawanga, and then I'd probably go with another in-season midfielder. I'd probably go with Oh no, I've already gone. Yeah, no, I haven't. Coelho. So your second best team would be Sean Johnston, Daniel Mooney, Coelho, Ajida, Bawanga. I'd probably captain Bawanga as well. That's what I would do for your second best team. And then the rest. And then third team, I'll do the third team, and then the rest is the rest. So third team, I'd do Chris Brady, Zimmerman, Cole Bassett, Velde, and I'd probably captain Espinoza. And then you're probably Kuipers is captain in your next team. But yeah, there you go, Bishop. That's what I'd do if I was you. Let me catch up on chat. DePaul has that European League. Oh, you read that. Sorare doesn't take into account childbirth. Zimmerman a few weeks ago caught me out. Yeah, not ideal. Evander scored a banger this midweek. Absolute rocket against Miami. My biggest win was a $300 2 years ago with Portland Stack. Oh, nice. I feel like Portland Stack would have done a good job after week 2 when they won 6-0. My big debate is whether to put my best lineup in Arena and try to get Streak 2. Yeah, it's a good debate to be had, to be fair. I'd probably go for Streak 2, to be honest. I'd Streak 2 for best time. Yeah, I agree with Liam. Streak 1 defo worth the leaderboard. Yeah. I think I agree with Liam on that strategy. Like when you're on Streak 1, you put your best team in leaderboards. Other than that, if you're on a budget gallery, if you have a budget gallery like this, same as because mine is similar to yours, I would say we can only afford to do your best team for Streak 1. If you have like an insane gallery, then maybe Streak 2 you could also put your best team in leaderboards. Won $30 in leaderboards last week when my best team after Flindle told me to put it in there rather than in streaks. Yeah. For Liam, yeah, that was no brainer for you to do that, Liam. Yeah, because your gallery is insanely better than mine, and I would have done that. So I guess to me, Liam, yeah, your debate kind of because your gallery is a little bit of a level above ours. So your debate, Liam, would then be like, what about you for Streak 2? Is a bit more like 50-50, but for us, I think it's a no-brainer. We've just got to stick our best teams in streaks. I missed out on streak 3 last week, hence my reluctance. I think I want to get a Bassett. He's so good when he's fully fit, even in a poor team. Doesn't seem to make mistakes. And buying, don't want to make the same mistake I did by not buying Zinc when you said he was like £10. Now he's £40. Yeah, I do not rate I like Bassett, but I don't rate him at the same level as Zinc. I will say that for free. I'm happy to do some scouting with you guys and let you know what cards I think might do well. But yeah, Zinkernagel was a good one for sure, and so was Pep. Pep was quite cheap as well. Los Angeles have a real bad few games. Yeah, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, mate. Would you go for the streak or leaderboards out of curiosity, or arena even? Cool, cool. We'll go for it. We'll go for the streak. Yeah, I'd go. I wouldn't mess around, Bishop. If you're on if you got a budget gallery like that, I wouldn't mess around. You can mess around on streak one because who cares? Streak two, I just go for streaks. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm debating putting more money into it or not, but I had a feeling of getting a boy who just seemingly gets abducted. Wait, what? Okay, okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yep, yep. Abducted off the earth out random. Yeah, yeah. I hear that. I hear that. We all get the same feeling, Bishop. If I put my best team in leaderboards for Streak 2 this midweek, I might have missed it, to be fair. Only my team with Messi hit the 380. Oh, damn, really? Fair enough. Yeah, I think it kind of depends on fixtures as well, doesn't it, Liam, for you? But I think generally speaking, because your gallery's kind of like in the middle, isn't it, Liam? Like you have, yeah, I wouldn't say it's definitely not a budget gallery, but it's definitely not like a whale gallery. It's kind of like in that grey area of like in the middle of the two. So I feel like yeah, maybe fixtures would be quite dependent on whether you would go for Streak 2 or the leaderboards. Um, MLS players that could do well and are cheap. That being said, I will remind you guys, World Cup is around the corner, so potentially buying these during the World Cup, like Shakaris, could be insanely good. At the moment, £4.20, absolute steal. But yeah, maybe during the World Cup he will be maybe £2. I'll probably pick him up if he's £2. Because actually, yeah, I almost definitely will pick him up for £2 because I sold him for 20 quid. Not too long ago. So yeah, I'll probably pick him up for £2 when he's that price during the World Cup. Well, if he gets to that price. I'm not saying he will. If he gets to that price. Um, that being said, I don't know how long his injury actually is. Should we have a quick look? Zacharis. Ooh, doesn't actually have that much information on it, to be honest. Wow, no information on that. So maybe, sorry, Inside has something for us. Or unless any of you guys know about Chakras' injury. Is he back after the World Cup? That's what I'd assume he's back after the World Cup. I don't know for a fact. Just says out. Sick. Nice. Interesting. I assume after the World Cup. Hopefully. Um, are any of you getting Griezmann in anticipation for his move? Not personally, but probably a decent one to go for. My first team hit 480 on streak 1. Yeah, I feel that. That is tough, isn't it, Chris? Never funny. Yeah, that's exactly my plan. Pick up some non-World Cup guys, going for the who I reckon will smash in the MLS. Yeah, that always happens. Chris, my team hit 498. Yeah, in streak 1. Always happens. Always get insane scores when you don't need them, eh? But yeah, so I'm liking Chakaris, for sure, for sure. Definitely a no-brainer at £2. Definitely, because you just at £2 you're just taking that risk. You know, like you roll the dice. He either comes back fully fit and firing, no issues, and he's worth about 20 quid again, or he comes back and maybe takes him a while to get back into the swing of things. Maybe still even then if he's playing but just not doing too fantastic, he's still going to be valued at a good like £7, £8 or so. The only way his value stays the same or gets worse is if he just has a really long-term injury and just doesn't never recover kind of vibe. Definitely don't mind Maxi Morales at £5. It's really not bad, to be honest. Not bad value for what you're getting right now as well. If you need a midfielder who's in season right now, he's definitely decent. The only bad thing for him you have to take into account his age. Um, he will inevitably not ever really go crazy up in value because people are wary that he probably retires very soon. So yeah, um, but I don't mind it though for the price. Honestly, for what you're going to get for the rest of the season, it's kind of like a decent no-brainer if you need midfielders who are in season. Um, mm, Not seeing many crazy ones other than them two at the moment. Like, yeah, Jacques I really like at £2. Maxi I definitely don't mind as a purchase now for £5 if you need one right now. Um, Not seeing too great that I do like Francis Westfield, but again I think Westfield would be one again to keep an eye out on during maybe purchasing during the World Cup. Um, Maybe at like he could even go as low as £1, really. So maybe Westfield at £1. I'm gonna write these down so I don't actually forget for myself. Um, there we go. Velde. So assuming Velde scores poorly this game week, maybe does poor. Actually, do you know what? The good purchase opportunity would be when Velde inevitably scores poorly in the next two games. He'll probably be because he's quite a popular card. Therefore, people will just panic sell him because they think he's shit because he's just played against Miami and San Jose. So I think if he if he goes down low at like £2, could be a really good one to get. Not for like selling opportunity for just, but I just mean for like utility, just to use in the future when he inevitably has two bad games. Honestly, might be quite smart to sell him now for £7. It's quite extortionate for him. I feel like he's good. Don't get me wrong, but £7 is definitely a bit of a high for him. Rusnak is 20 quid now. Very tempted to sell him, to be honest, as well. That is crazy high. Um, I mean, I mean, crazy high for me because I bought him for like 6 quid or something. I don't even remember, £6, £7, I think, £8 maybe. But like, I think £20 is fair. Like that is probably his value, to be honest. Um, um, Paxton Aronson, not completely terrible as well. £5. Yeah, don't mind Paxton at £5 either. Really not bad value, to be honest. Damn, that is actually really nice value for Paxton Aronson. I'm surprised. Has he always been this low? Let me educate myself. No, he's coming down. Is this an all-time low for him? Yeah, looks like it. All-time low at £3. Oh my god, £2.90 for Santonio. Wow, £3. So looking like a whole, yeah, £3 on auction. So I mean, if you can pick up a Paxton for £3, I'm gonna write that one down as well. £3 over the World Cup, perhaps. Definitely a nice one to get. Again, another midfielder, but definitely a nice one to get. To be honest, I like Paxton Aronson. Lots of midfielders though. I'm noticing that. Maybe that's why their prices are quite nice because midfielders are quite easy to kind of get. Perhaps. Um, that's the only reason I stay away from blokes like Maxi. He's about 90. Yeah, first. It's crazy. He still starts every game. At his age, yeah, he's cooking. Did you see Julian Hall hit 3 last game? Yeah, Hall's good. He's a good player. Who would I replace Velde with? Good question. Rusnak is 20. He was £7, like yeah, a week ago. Yeah, that's when I bought him. I think I said on stream Rusnak was too low. I don't know if I said. Oh, I said it at least. I either said Rusnak was too low in a stream or my video. Can't remember which one. Might have said it in Rags to Riches, but yeah, crazy low for him. Julian Hall never scores good goals. He's always in the right place at the right time. Yeah, he's just a goal scorer, isn't he? I wouldn't. I don't like players like that on Sorare, but I mean in real life they're great. Forwards, I'm liking Peck. Um, it must be him. Oh, not crazy on any of them, to be honest. Probably Forsberg is a good replacement for Velde. Half the price, not a bad one. I wouldn't expect Forsberg's price to go crazy or anything though. Like you're getting what you get. Forsberg, I probably wouldn't assume any flips or profit or anything like that. It's just a dude that will play for you for the rest of the season, and he's like just okay. Do you know what I mean? Like just a decent card to have in the gallery. I feel like Ilioski, very nice player to have. Still like Ilioski. Langoni's not completely terrible. I probably wouldn't go for someone like him myself, but I don't hate Langoni. Um. Oh my God, Bawanga is getting scary cheap. Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised. He's been really woeful, but Bawanga is starting to get to that sort of price where you're feeling stupid if you don't get one. You know what I mean? It's starting to get to that stupid price. You know what I mean? £14 for Bawanga is pretty wild. But yeah, he's been really poor recently, or this season really has not been great. Bawanga at £11 is basically a no-brainer to me, to be honest. £10, I think maybe we see Bawanga at £10. I'm gonna put him down at £10 because I feel like at £10 you buy him, and even if like you just use him for the rest of the season, even if his price doesn't go up, you know what I mean? Just a good one to have in the gallery for the rest of the season. So yeah, Bawanga I really like. Maybe 14 is, especially if you're on a budget, it's maybe a bit of a stretch, but um, it's definitely a nice one to have in the gallery, that's for sure. And if he goes, you best believe, if he starts, mark my words, This game week, if Boanga scores, I can guarantee you he'll probably be like 20 quid this time next week. So yeah, he'll jump like he's the type of player that will just has he has so much hype around him that people will like panic buy him. Like as soon as he scores, everyone's just gonna buy him. You know what I mean? Like so yeah, I think Boanga is one of those where it's like definitely a so you know how I said like Forsberg, there's no real like potential sell window type thing with him. Boanga's kind of the opposite, where it's like you could pick one up now for £14, a lot of money, very risky, but the sell potential is there. Like he could definitely go, he could fly at 30, 40 odd quid like Zinkernagel, but it would require him to play like Zinkernagel right now, which right now, time of speaking about it, seems very unrealistic, but it is Boanga at the end of the day. He could just randomly do that. We don't know. You know what I mean? No one knows. So, yeah. I think Boanga is that sort of like gem in the dirt right now that potentially could go crazy. But I'm not saying he will. Don't come back in a week or two and be like, "Oh, Boanga's been shit. Why did I buy him?" I'm just saying the potential is there. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I like Boanga at this price. Yeah. Basically, I like him at this price, but if he goes lower than this, it's like a no-brainer basically. So he's not at that point where it's like, duh, go buy him now. He's at a point where it's like, okay, we're paying attention. You know what I mean? We're looking at that price, licking our lips. You know what I mean? um, just look back, and I got Rusnak, Denke, and goalkeeper Daniel for £30 10 days ago. Nice. How much is Fernando Torres? Not sure. Fernando Torres is a nice one though. He's probably expensive, probably like 20 odd quid easily because his fixture this game week as well. He's super desirable. Yeah, I'm not surprised. 24 quid is not surprising at all. Very, very desirable card for this game week. If you've got one, he's either your captain or you're selling him. Take the money, you know what I mean? Apart from that, boys, I'll be honest, there's not really many forwards I'm crazy on. So just to recap, the forwards I'm liking the look of is Bwanga, obviously we discussed him. Forsberg I like. Peck is very decent as well. Um, yeah, apart from that, I'm not like crazy on any others personally. I mean, don't get me wrong, some of them are definitely decent, but I'm not, I'm not personally recommending if you get me. Not to say they're not bad. Ilioski as well, forgot about him. Just a good guy to have in the gallery, you know what I mean? So yeah, some definitely decent ones in there, man. Midfielders, there's plenty. Defenders is the tough one. Defenders is the tough one. Um, bought his classic for like £10 at the start of the season. Boanga, yeah, yeah. I think LAFC are just a bad as oh my god are just bad as a team at the minute. Hence the even Son can't is struggling to score. They played a lot of Concaf, so after the World Cup and a bit of rest, they should be back at their best. Yeah, that's my thought process as well. They're out the Concaf now, so my thought process is that they, yeah, hopefully reignite after the World Cup because potentially there's a window where, or there's a world. Sorry, should I say? There's a window. Sorry, there's a world where Bwanga scores really poorly between now and the World Cup. Then his price gets crazy low during the World Cup, and that's where you just buy into the Bwanga hype and pray that they spawn in after the World Cup. That's probably what I would do. Like Waranga could score well this game week and then it kind of ruins all logic there. Or he could score well in the next game week and then it kind of kills it. But in a world where he doesn't score well until the World Cup, You know, it's only 3 or 4 games, not completely out of the possibility. Hypothetically, if he did that, then he's going to be stupid cheap during the World Cup. Facando was like £8 on auction when those flag editions came out. Yeah, and I was saying, I don't know if you remember, but I was saying I really like Facando Torres. Do really like him. Not at this price. Like I wouldn't. I'm not going near him at this price. But back when I was looking at him when he was £6 or so, it was a nice one. Yeah, defenders are tough though. To be honest, defenders are tough. How's Glad been doing? Yeah, I feel like defenders always are just a bit of a headache. Norris is not completely terrible. I feel like Gray's not too bad either. Ooh, interesting. Jacob might be a little decent one to be fair. I mean, LA have been shit. I say decent. Take that with a pinch of salt because all defenders are shit, really. Um, but yeah. To be honest, I just get the vibe that defenders is basically just pick your poison. Like, do you know what I mean? That's the vibe I get with defenders. Is like they're all shit. Just a handful of them will score well in a given game week, and at that period you just have to guess and pray that the handful that you have one of the handful. You know what I mean? Like Tolo and Bombino are good in my opinion. But again, the price reflects in that £5. Do you want to pay £5 for a defender? If you do, go for it. If not, then pick your poison with these £1 or £2 ones. I feel like Palacios is a good one, Fofana's a good one, but their price reflects that. So I wouldn't say there's like crazy like opportunity to be had with a lot of these, other than like I said, I do like Westfield, but I think he's injured at the moment, so I'll keep an eye on Westfield. Maybe we could see him go even cheaper, and that would be very nice. Rowles is not that desirable because sorry, not that desirable because of DC. Mudson's nice, but kind of trying to come back from an injury. I guess Mudson's the only one that I'd be like a good window to potentially buy him. Like yeah, again he's still sort of reflecting in his price. So like £5, I feel like is a fair price, like a fair price to pay for him right now. Because he's either it's kind of like a 50-50. A Mudson, either he plays next game, he's fit, then he's valued at maybe £8-9, or he doesn't play and he drops even deeper to maybe like £4. You know what I mean? I don't completely hate this Chicago defender either. By the way, it's not bad. But again, I feel like the prices are just fair for defenders, most of them anyway. So I feel like it's quite hard to say like, yeah, I feel like it's quite hard to pick out like a gem almost for defenders, because I feel like they're all relatively fairly priced. The only one I'm like kind of liking is maybe this guy, but LA have just been uninspiring to be honest. And I don't really even like him at £5. I'm maybe thinking about if you could win one on auction for £3, maybe. Yeah, like this auction, I don't hate that. But even then, it's a bit of a stretch. You know what I mean? It's hard to take profit sometimes. You want to keep them and sell them at the same time. Just took profit on Doku and Verbruggen. Gonna give the World Cup a miss. Keep my money for next season. Yeah, fair enough. I'm probably gonna play the World Cup comp, but not. I'm not like I'm not gonna burn money on it if you get me. Like I'll just play it for content, and I'll be playing a super budget version. You know, I won't be buying any crazy cards. It'll be all for content, all budget, and who knows if you guys are lucky, maybe I'll even give away some of the cards, eh? Stay tuned. DC aren't as stinking as they were yeah, than last season. I know that. Going under the radar, I think. Maybe. You know what? I'm happy to take a second judgment on them, Liam. Let me have a look. Especially, let's look at the eyes of defensively. So yeah, actually, yeah. Do you know what? So fair. They're seventh. 20 goals in 13 is not like crazy bad at home. 11 in 5 is not great, especially at home. That's when you'd really want to be putting them in good teams. But away very good, which is surprising. So I feel like that's probably why they're going under the radar, if anything, because it looks like they're performing well when they shouldn't on paper, and they're doing bad when they should. But let's look at their fixtures. Maybe I'm wrong there. So DC at home against Chicago, probably expect them to lose that. To be fair, so that's fair. DC away at Nashville, that's probably an unexpected good result, a draw. I don't think many people would have seen that happening. And then we've got DC away at New York. Again, great result. Probably not seeing that happen either. There won't be many people that predicted that. DC at home to Orlando, conceding two when Orlando's been not the greatest. It's kind of like a. I mean, you take it because a win's a win. 4-4 away against you. Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting. The vibe I'm getting is they're decent, but they're like doing they're kind of like always against the odds, which makes it hard on Sorare because you never really want to put, and that's a good one. You never really want to put like a not desirable game defender in there, do you? So maybe that's why they're going under the radar, is because don't want to put them in. But saying that, DC got a great like, but then do you know what I mean? So like the example, this would be a good example this game week. So let's see, like, because a lot of people, like, you would say this is a desirable game for DC defenders, right? So, assuming people put in DC defenders for this game, maybe Rowles, do they let them down and concede? You know what I mean? Because that would kind of fit the story that it looks like they're having. It looks like they're going on that sort of journey of like you know, not doing well when they should do well, but doing well when they shouldn't do well, basically, which makes it hard on Sorare. Who else might be a good scoring defender for DC other than Rowles? Who else kind of does well for them? Bartlett. I feel like I've heard of Bartlett before. I don't know if that's a good thing. mm, not, not crazy. How's this guy? I haven't heard of him. Ooh, well, he doesn't look bad at all, does he? Really? I really don't mind this guy actually. Yeah, but again, he is £4, so it's like, yeah, that's probably fairly priced. I feel like he's pretty decent actually, but £4 is like, yeah, that is fair. Hefty, Hamburg man. Hmm, Hefty has like weird potential, isn't he? Like he could potentially do well, but I feel like his potential is pretty good, but you're not holding your breath type of vibe. Yeah, not great from Herrera. Peltola. I guess he has a classic though as a defender. Peltola. Yep. Looks like it. Does he score better as a defender card? Let's have a look. So, defender. Ooh. Yeah, he definitely scores better as a defender. Yeah, he does. Wow. Oh, I don't know actually. Does he? I can't tell. It's weird. It's like some games. Yeah, that's a bit of a weird card, isn't it? You probably wouldn't want to waste a classic on a Peltola anyways, but yeah, that's a bit of a weird card. Weird card. Someone knows a MLS midfielder who's injured and is low budget now but is really good. Because 3 weeks ago I bought Paint Seal Classic Forward LA and I need something similar. Shakaris? We were just speaking about him earlier. He's injured. Mijahojevic? He's injured. Um, yeah, there's two good ones for you. Who do you think the best one or two MLS defenders are overall? Doing well when the pressure is off. They're not expected to get a result, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I will say I'm kind of guessing that story for DC. I don't actually know that if that is the case. It's just from not watching them and purely looking at like statistics, that's kind of what it looks like. The best two defenders overall in the MLS. It's hard to say. Um, like ignore Price. I mean, on Sorare, it's kind of hard to ignore Fofana, isn't it? Don't know if I would say Fofana though. Palacios. I feel like I feel like Palacios. I feel like Palacios has to be one of them for me. And then, damn, it's tough. I would maybe say I might even go Roldan. I do really like Roldan. I think he's quite underrated. Do you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say Roldan. I think yeah, if I had to say, I think Roldan is in the top two. I don't know if he's the best, but he's definitely in the top two. I really like Roldan. Um, second, I maybe would say Palacios. Although I'm not like Tristan is good as well. But yeah, probably would say Palacios. Oh, I don't know though. But yeah, like I said, Fofana's been unreal. But yeah, probably Roldan is definitely in there. And then do you know what, I'll give it Fofana just because his scores have been so good. But honestly, I feel like they're both pretty good. It's hard to pick. What do you think, Liam? Um, the only classic defender worth considering is Fernandez. Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Fernandez. Yeah, yeah, I've looked at him actually. Completely forgot about him. Oh my god, yeah, completely forgot about him. To be honest, I've looked at him. I've looked at him before. Yeah, crazy, crazy card. Why is he playing up front? What am I seeing here, man? Crazy. Imagine. Well, that's as a midfielder, actually, to be fair. He doesn't actually score as well as a defender. Still pretty fucking good, though, isn't it? Still pretty fucking good. From New York, he plays as a striker and bags every game. It's funny, isn't it? To be fair, that he fits into the idea of just getting five strikers. You know what I mean? In your lineups, easy. Who said so? MLS was hard. Just put a striker in defence. Away I go, and nobody know. We're dressed in black from head to toe. Boom. Sure, I don't really care about picking the right ones here. I'm just doing the good old essence. Nope, XP. Should I get my Gordon some more XP? I guess we'll go for that. Actually, you know what? You know what? He's a bit of he's giving me Snake vibes. Anyways, let me just go for someone I love instead. Let's go with my goat, Lewis Smiley. Well, I say Snake. Just going to Bayern Munich, isn't he? It's not really snaky. It's just game's a game. Game is the game. Why is it showing me? You know what? Show me these ones because I can't be bothered to click through. There we go. Thank you. We've already got a Bruno, so we'll use a Soboslai. Bakayo. Kind of want to level up these cards, to be honest. Who should we go? Joe Linton, XP. Can never say no to a bit of Joe Linton XP, can you? What a man. Oh, what are these? Bundesliga Special Multiplex. Very interesting. Very interesting. Just spam these in, because why not? Oh, I wish. Sure. Oh, I think I already put this guy, so I'm just going to put it to Aklush. Yeah, I mean, compared to most other defenders, it's ridiculous. Basically, getting free forwards if you use him. Yeah, literally. But if you're tactical, you could put, you know, a midfielder in there that's basically a forward as well. You know what I mean? That's four right there. Oh shit, this one's actually. Oh, market credits. Wait, what the hell? I didn't even think about that. Oh yeah, no chance. No chance. Oh, damn, okay. I actually have to lock in for this one. I've not been, Nah, who am I kidding? I'm just gonna go Barca. CBA to lock in. Let's just spam. Let's just spam and spam click. We're not gonna get anywhere, are we? Although we could go. Nah, Mbappe's been like shadow realmed. No, pretty sure Mbappe's been shadow realmed. Go Vinicius, play it safe. You know what I mean? Garcia. Oh my god, this is. Do you know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to just do like Barca and Madrid, aren't I? And then just if I remember to edit them, which I won't. But let's just say hypothetically, for some weird reason, I remember to edit them. Then I'll edit them, and if I don't, then I lose out on a fiver. It is what it is. You're telling me there's not another. That's a fucking joke. Wait, you're telling me there's not another desirable. Like, why is Kabasi not playing? The fuck? Don't want to use Fermin Lopez, man. Don't want to use Rashford either. But fine, if I have to use Fermin Lopez. Oh, what a shame. Kind of wanted double defender, to be honest, but Okay. A la Madrid. A la Madrid. A la Madrid. Shermany or Jude? Probably both. Well, here you probably want Mboop, but I don't know if Mboop is going to be playing, but you know what, we just do it anyway. Because we don't give a fuck. Alright, and this team's cooked anyways, so let's just go boom, 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 boom. Wow, some elite team building there, guys. Ooh, damn. Who let me cook? That's just happening. Yeah, I definitely put a lot of. Oh, god damn it! Can't go double D in one day. That sucks. Yeah, wow. Put a lot of thought into that one. Nah. All right. All Star. Let's get some more XP. Who have we not used? That's the only thing I like to do. I just like to use players that I haven't used already. I need to delete. It would make my life a lot easier if I just deleted the duplicates, but I can't be bothered to sit there and do that because that's effort. You know what I mean? Who is a player here that I would like to get XP on that probably won't play? Fabi Shaw maybe. Oh, Livermento for sure. Let's get some Livermento XP in the building. Barca fully on the beach, yeah, for sure. Probably better using teams that are still playing for something. Probably. Probably. Alright, limited player who's dead. Ooh, I think Fabian Shaw. We're locking in Fabian Shaw. Alright. Champione, champione. Ole, ole, ole. Alright, we have got Uchisi's against Real Madrid. Easy. We have got Lloyd Kelly, the GOAT. We have got Sven Bodman or Daniel Byrne. Go Dan Byrne. Definitely the two GOATs in there. Harvard Barnes. Although, can we, is there a world where we could go, we could potentially get 6% here if we went like Longstaff and Isaac. Because Longstaff will probably come off the bench. Do you know what? Let's go for it. Sure. Sure. I don't know where my other Isak is, actually, thinking about that. Yeah, wait, where the hell is my other Isak? Why is... Oh, yeah, I put him in, yep, I remember. Actually, I probably should change that. Ah, fuck it. CBA. Orgies, Sveen Boppen, Daniel Byrne, Sandro Tonali, Harvey Barnes, Jon Wissa, and Lewis, oh, Lewis, oh. Oh, mate, that'd be so funny if I swear to God, yeah. I swear to God, if Ramsdale starts in goal this game week, I am gonna just laugh. Because if I don't laugh, I'll cry. Honestly, the amount of times that has fucked me over, Eddie Howe just switching between the two for fun. He's like, yeah, might as well just mix it up this game week. Oh yeah, yeah, no worries, bro. Just yeah, keep fucking me, why don't you? You know what I mean? Like, honestly, story of my life this season. Like, oh, you think you've got a good stack? I'll just swap the keeper then. No worries. Ooh, Carius. Who let him cook? Who let Carius cook? Ooh, saying that, we could. Do we want to? Do you know what? Yeah. I want a God Squad in All Star. God Squad. Ready? Carius the goat. Lloyd Kelly. What? You thought it couldn't get better than that? Longello, Cambridge United legend. Oh, you think I'm done there? Bruno Guimaraes and Elliot Anderson. What's that? Youngster, future Ballon d'Or winner Antonio Cordero? Boom, in there. And how do I round off the squad? The man, the myth, the legend. 8 foot tall, Dan Burn. Boom, on your forehead. What a squad that is. Not going to see a better squad than that all game week. Mark my words. No, 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 it's magic. You know. Oh, what? You can't have two. Can't have two Joel Lintons. Ooh. Captain Oddie Aziz against Real Madrid. Easy. Easy match for him. Real Madrid who? Dubravka, like, just so immature, innit? Like, what's he doing? Little weirdo. Go on then, Gordon. Actually, no, it only makes sense for Joe Linton to go into this side. You know what I mean? It just is a Joe Linton side. Go on then, Loven. Joe Linton, Dubravka, Amundsen. Boom. Oh my god, speedrunning this ish. Oh my god, speedrun. Oh, why have I put Gordon? Stinky Gordon. We got a Langa. Langa! Ooh, Jack Iredale. Don't mind if I do. The kill! Um, Probably better using that team. That's oh yes, yeah. That comp for the last week of Prem looks fun. I think they've got it for Bundesliga this week. Have to use two players with an L10 of like under 40 or something. Oh yeah, for the special multiplex. Is that what you're talking about? I'll have a look in a sec. Let me just continue spamming these teams out. There we go. do I have enough to do another Champione? Champione. I guess if we, unless this guy maybe. Although saying that, do I? Is there? Can I just wait? Let me. Can I vault? Can I unvault someone now? Surely I have a someone. Will Dennis Asula could potentially unvault him actually. 20. Damn, we're gonna lose our 3% rewards though. Damn, maybe not. Or maybe I just put all of these bastards that won't sell. Would they equal 20? I just vault all of these bad boys. No, they don't. They don't even. They don't even. They don't even touch the sides of 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 15. Oh, to be fair, not a million miles off there, am I? Maybe I could vault Surge and just unvault him whenever he's back fit. Or we could just sell him, to be fair, actually. How much is he right now? Oh no. £4, I'm good. Maybe we vault him during the World Cup. Later, nerd! Alright, someone remind me that I've got a Surge in the vault. So I'm definitely going to forget. And I'll unvault Asula. There we go. That was easy. Hello, you beautiful man. How you doing? Never thought I'd be unvaulting you, to be honest, but here we are. Tactical sub. Asula for Surge. I actually weirdly can probably use Asula actually in a good squad, which is I don't know how I feel about that. Not quite Cordera levels, you know what I mean, but maybe like next best thing. Maybe that's what. Yeah, weirdly, what the helly? What the helly? Go on, Asula, you madman. Then you probably put in. Wait, what the fuck happened here? What have I? Okay. Okay. Let me do that again. Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties. Probably Murphy off the bench, right? Boom. Barnes. And then maybe Isak might start. Never know. What the helly? Said you would marry me if I was 23. Joe Linton. I'm only 18. Wissa bagging off the bench. I have to get an out 10 of them. Wait, when did you get Sorage, Bournemouth Legend? I got donated a Sorage on stream last night. Actually got donated 3 cards on stream last night. So I got donated Sorage and the Rosalas and Tesla. The man gave me he gave me 3 cards to support the channel, which was very nice. He is a demon when he's fit. I'm gonna sell him when he's fit, to be honest. And you use that money to fund content, you know what I mean? So shout out Nicolas, some guy that watches Rags to Riches that came into the stream last night and blessed my soul with that. What a man. What a man. Alright, let's have a look at this. What is this? Rules. 4 in-season cards. Bundesliga. Max 2 players from each team in your lineup. Minimum 2 players scoring an average of 45 or below in the last 10 games. I'll tell you what, my Newcastle boys would cook in a Premier League one of this. An average of and 1 player average of 60 in the last 10. Damn. So did they have this? I'm assuming they're doing that for the Prem, but it's not live yet. Yeah, it's not live yet. If they do that for the Prem, oh, I can only have 2 players from 1 team though. That's the only bad thing for me. What a shame. I would have the perfect squads for that. Because Bruno's the over 60 guy. And then the rest are all dog shit, so it kind of works. Maybe if Isak wants to spawn in, might be a good. I'd probably go if it's for the Prem. I could probably do like Bruno, Pope, Isak, and then I'd need. Well, yeah, I probably won't be able to do it. To be fair, if I kept some fucking Bournemouth players, mate, might have been able to do it. I didn't keep any. Oh, did I? I actually might have kept some Bournemouth. I actually don't remember who I kept. Bournemouth, unless I've got a defender from Bournemouth that might play on the last game. What's the chances that Adam Smith plays the last game of the season? Shall I unlist him just on the off chance that he might actually play the last game? Is it a home? Oh, it's not a home. That was my only saving grace that it might have been a home. A little send off match for him. Oh, is he injured? Oh no, Adam Smith's not injured. No. Whoa, Adam Smith out of nowhere. Who else have we got? They're not. He's not in the league. He's not in the league. Who now? Is who now gonna get a sniff? Oh my god. If only I could unbolt them in time. I don't think. Oh wait, I could maybe unbolt Unao in time. Comes off the bench, scores a hat trick to win me the whole thing. Thoughts? This love has taken its toll on me. Pretty high. Wow. Okay, so I should probably cancel it just on the off chance that we might be able to do a fun little squad with him at the last game of the season. Because Jimenez is in. Oh yeah, yeah, yep. Do you know what? Good shout. Forgot about that. Is he actually on to play this weekend? Jimenez. Not Jimenez. Adam Smith. Might actually throw him in a team for the banner. Wait. Oh, he's not even. Why is he not there? Oh, there he is. Oh, they don't have a game? Furs. This love has taken its toll. Because City are in the, Oh, because boring City are in the final, aren't they? Like, grow up. So immature. Alright, let's move all these irrelevant teams to the bottom. Goodbye anymore. I only really want to look at Prem and... Oh, I guess I'll keep these there just on the off chance that it might help me remember to change them. But I probably won't remember. Let's be real. But they're there anyway. I might, I might, you know, from the Shadow Realm, remember. Cause I know just what you want me to do. This love has taken its toll on me. Oh, to be fair, I should actually probably not move that. I can't be moving the ultimate all-star team, best team in on Sorare this game week. I can't be putting that one at the bottom. Let me not disrespect it like that. Where is it? This is the goat team right here. Can't be doing that to the goat team. Goat team can stay. The rest of them can get gone. Alright, now let me just make sure. Alright, I think we're pretty... Yeah, nice. These are the only teams we really care about. Any updates in the MLS? Doesn't really look like it. Any updates here? No. Any updates in the Prem? Not really. This team is so Shadow Realmed. Is there any way I can make this team like just like a sniff better? Is Dubravka really not gonna play? Like so immature. Like just grow up. Why are you being a little weirdo and not playing? You know what I mean? Why is he not playing? Anyone actually know? This was a key driver behind the decision that we played Weiss over Dubravka. Wait, what happened? Game is on a Monday, so news might be wrong. With Burnley already relegated, Jackson has confirmed he intends on giving game time to the whole squad, especially those who are likely to play their next season. This was the key driver behind the decision to play Weiss over Dubravka, two who had played every single minute in the league prior to last weekend. When I warned it could happen, notes, I'm expecting Weiss to play for the rest of the season now, with Dubravka expected to leave. Who the hell is signing Dubravka? Like, where is he gonna leave to? Like, who is buying that man? So immature. Just stay there, Dubravka. You know what I mean? Like, you're shit. But nah, Faz. On a more serious note, fair play. So right, I'm just wasting a fucking. What am I doing here? I might just put Wissa there and then just put like a classic Bruno here. Maybe like that. I mean, doesn't really matter, does it? Because Ramsdale is Ramsdale. Um. Oh wait, no, I've used him. There we go. Sure. Do you know what? On the weird circumstance that this somehow is the team, we'll go with that. And then who did we replace? Gordon and Isak is who we've got to replace. So this can be neither of them, for fuck's sake. Sick. Gordon and Isak, do you at least fit in the team that I took? Wait, where? Who? Wait, where the fuck did I take Gordon from? Wait, no. Wissa. Oh, he's here. Wow, that is toxic. Why is it not telling me that? Fucking little rats. And do you know what we're going to do here? We're going to go Gordon, and then we're going to replace this guy with Big Stinky Rat. Where's Big Stinky Rat? Big Stinky Rat, where are you? There we go. And then we'll give, oh, Big Stinky Rat can have the armband. Have fun, mate. Have fun this weekend in the Shadow Realm. Wait, oh, that means we lose our out of the GOAT team as well? Oh, I guess we've got to put Stinky Tonali in the GOAT team. That actually makes me want to relegate it, that alone. No, I mean, oh, just ruin the whole team. Just ruin the whole team. Damn. That no longer is the GOAT team. It's going to the bottom. You're getting relegated. Get relegated, buddy. Now we just have to put Joe Willock in here. Alright, there we go. That looks. Do you know what? I'm even just gonna move that to the bottom. Alright, that looks better. Nice, there we go. Organised AF. And does anyone need like 10 XP to level up? Oh, cheeky Lewis Hall. Well, that is our second Lewis Hall though, so sound, feels kind of dirty leveling them up, to be honest. How about any MLS boys? Feels cheating, your second Lewis Hall leveling them up, like. It's not even fair on the competition. Not fair on everyone else. Wow. Well, you know what I've always said? Fuck the competition, am I right? Leaderboards. Alright, and then we've got no way to put any other forward here, have we? No, we're using all of them. Alright. I mean, the only other debate really to be had is, could we use... No, we can't. There is no debate to be had, really, to be honest. Or I guess, could any of these make a good arena all-star team, maybe? But I don't really have much essence to play around with there. Maybe could do like... I guess Lloyd Kelly, Karius, Lloyd Kelly, Anderson, Cordero. Longello, like that, 4? 5, sorry. Could potentially put that in an all-star, Yeah, do you know what? Don't hate that. Is it a all-star cap 260? Maybe. Let's have a look. It would be Karius, Lloydius, Kellius, Ellie Anderson, Cordero, Longello. I mean, Cordero's not really that desirable, but just an armband Anderson is a vibe. Screw it, go for it. Arenas are fun, aren't they? More fun than classic comps, anyway. Alright, then we go Mitov, Daniel Byrne. Um, don't mind me just running the squad. Well, Saber actually made it better, taking out the stinky rat. And then who else do we have? We have a spare Tenali. Pop him in there. Actually works out quite nicely. There we go. Now we just need to find a home for Isaac and Willock again. Or we just do another team with them in. Actually, yeah, we'll just do that. Easy up. There we go. Because we should have an all-star slot now. Yes, nice. Boom. Sure. We'll go with some Livramento XP. Don't mind if I do. Willock, Goat Almiron. Sure. Where's Stinky Rat? There he is. Rat better be coming off the bench at least. Paying that much money for him. Better be. He better be. There we go. And then we'll just move that to the bottom. There we go. Nice. Got an extra team out of it as well. Probably worth it. Probably worth it. Alright. Locked in. Alright, guys. I'm probably going to end the stream there for today then. Appreciate anyone that has stopped by to support it. I'll be live again on Monday. I'm not sure what time, but yeah, hopefully you guys have a good game week. Hopefully no DMPs. Hopefully you all pick the right squads for set and whatnot. wish me luck as well this game week because I'm gonna need it. Hopefully, you guys have a good weekend. Get some beers down your neck. You know what I mean. Enjoy the football whilst we can, before inevitably we are, yeah, suffocated by the lack of football over the summer. Well, saying that, we've got World Cup, so yeah. But anyway,